It is said that almost half the world's population is not provided with basic needs that one may require to have an adequate quality of life. A lot of the world's population is also affected by increased stress levels, not to mention an increase in the number of people affected by a negatively impacted mental health. Looking at all this, the mind can only wonder, what affects these people? Why aren't they happy? All these questions consequently give rise to one major question. What makes a good life? I never seem to know the answer to this question. A simple solution would be to ask someone else, someone who very clearly knew. "You seem to be living the dream," I said to him, admiring his way of life. "So you would know best the answer to the question, what makes a good life?" I continued to speak. His expertise on the topic were evident in his eyes, but he did not utter a single word. In a desperate manner, I said, "Please tell me." He continued to gaze into my eyes as if he knew my troubles, but couldn't say anything. I gave one final attempt to convince him as I said, "I need to know." After hearing this, he tilted his head and let out a whimper. I sighed as I began to lose hope. It had come to this. I was asking my pet dog what a good life was. Although very honestly, he did seem to be living the dream. A very good morning to everyone here. My name is YAYIN Kiran Rai, and I'm a student of the Cambridge High School. When I used to ask myself the question, what makes a good life, it opened up a realm of possibilities, and I never seemed to find an answer. But there is always one moment in a person's life that can change their whole perspective. And today, I'm going to take you through that one experience for me, which opened my eyes to the true meaning of a good life. It all started when I once submitted my application for a very prestigious award. I was under the impression that I had done a very good job and that winning this award was inevitable. A few weeks later, the day had finally come, but the results were to be revealed. As I continued to wait impatiently, a notification popped up on my computer screen. Already anxious, I did not waste time to click on the notification. An email presented itself. My heart was broken into pieces, my feelings deeply wounded, and my self-esteem crushed. The words, "We are very sorry to inform," were written on the screen. Was this really happening? Did I really lose? To add to my misery, my parents came darting towards me with huge smiles on their faces in hope of the good news. But instead, I dashed to my room and locked the door behind me, fearful of disappointing them. A few minutes later, I heard a knock on the door, followed by my mom's comforting voice, telling me it's okay. I think it's safe to say that they understood by my reaction what the results were. They tried to convince me that losing isn't an issue and tried to boost my morale. But my self-esteem had reached a new low, and all I really wanted was to be left alone. However, what my mom said next changed everything. A few inspiriting words that echo in my mind till today. A feeling words cannot describe. She said, "We are here for you." This simple sentence told me something revitalizing. It told me the answer to the question, what makes a good life, was always right in front of me. It's your loved ones and the people you care for. I opened the door and my parents gave me a very memorable hug. All my worries seemed to seep away from me. I was obviously not completely fine, but to know that they were there for me fostered a sense of hope and belonging. From that moment on, I knew I had someone to rely on, a shoulder to cry on in my worst times, and people to celebrate and cherish my achievements with. The next time I was with my pet dog, I did not bother him with a massive pile of questions. Instead, I gave him a hug and said a thank you. To add to this, I did give him a lot of belly scratches too. Like I said, a single moment in a person's life can change their whole perspective, like this one experience has changed mine. I learned how to embrace my loved ones, and that is what we should all do, for life is best spent when surrounded by the people you care for. Be grateful to whosoever cares for you, and more importantly, be a part of what makes their life a good one. Thank you, everyone.